Well, Christie dropped out of the race, but he's still a lying, bloated sack caught on a hot mic. This is what Christie really thinks behind the scenes, that Nikki Haley has 0% chance, that he got out. And he just confessed that Ron DeSantis called him and said he's terrified of Trump.
People don't want to hear it, Wayne. They don't want to hear it. We know we're right, but they don't want to hear it.
Right.
And there's, we couldn't have been any clearer.
Right.
We couldn't have been any more direct or worked any harder. So,
and let's not forget she spent $68 million.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent like
Well, when you give land to China and places like that.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, she spent $68 million so far, just on TV. Spent $68 million so far, $59 million by DeSantis, and we spent 12. I mean, who's punching above their weight and who's getting a return on their investment, And she's going to get smoked, and you and I both know it. She's not up to this.
she hasn't even been
And she's still 20 points behind Trump in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
And he's still going to carry Iowa, right?
Yes, always. I talked to DeSantis called me, petrified that I would.
He's probably getting out after Iowa.
Well,
Now we have to focus on Nikki Haley, who's still in the race in Iowa. Guys, you have to make sure she gets in third place. Don't let her take second place from Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is a conservative. We have to push Nikki Haley down and out of this race.
Just a few hours, Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis will go one-on-one, both still trying to prove that they are the best alternative to Donald Trump.
If she gets pushed in to be Trump's vice president, she will impeach him. She'll stab him in the back just to make herself president. That's how power hungry she is. DeSantis wouldn't do that. But here's the headlines lining up, telling more lies about Trump. Here's the New York Times. Trump promotes false birther conspiracy about Nikki Haley. Here's NBC News. Trump promotes Haley baseless birther conspiracy theory against Nikki Haley. This is him just making comments about our country of origin, saying, was she even born here? He didn't mean it. Haley's rise in polls draws Trump's birther conspiracy again. And they're all trying to put her in top of the polls to encourage her. You'll notice there's more uptick in advertisements for Nikki Haley. There's more positive statements about her by all of the left-wing media, all of the Democrats, especially Hillary Clinton supporters.
The former South Carolina governor out in a snowy Iowa with the campaign trail largely to herself.
I didn't know if we were going to come see 5 people, but to see a full house really is great.
That full house that she was bragging about was a way under-attended event. So this is all spam, but they had a snowstorm in Iowa, so it looked like her event was populated, and Ramaswamy and DeSantis's were not. It was purely the snow kept people from being able to arrive, and they actually kept Vivek from arriving, and DeSantis was in Florida governing while they had a giant storm.
DeSantis is in a distant second place in Iowa, and Haley isn't that far behind. She's already gaining momentum in New Hampshire, a new poll showing her just 7 points behind the frontrunner, former President Donald Trump.
Did you see that? They skipped Iowa, showing the number where Nikki Haley was in third place and DeSantis was in second place. They didn't show you that graphic. They go to liberal New Hampshire. Like I said, in New Hampshire, we have to get Ron DeSantis up higher. Not that he's going to win. I'd rather have you guys vote for Trump, of course. Don't be fooled. She is Hillary Clinton, a brunette Hillary Clinton.
The only way we're going to win the majority of Americans is if we go forward with a new generational leader that leaves the negativity and the baggage in the past.
When she says no negativity, she means not fighting the Democrats. And that's the exact wrong thing. We want a Republican who will fight the Democrats. And she's also playing this new card. We need someone new. You actually don't need someone new. You need someone correct.
In the end, beat Joe Biden and be a strong president.
If you want someone to beat Joe Biden and be a strong president, then Nikki Haley is not going to be your pick.
We don't need to be disrespectful. We don't need to talk about them as criminals. They're not. They're families that want a better life, and they're desperate to get here.
Okay, I agreed with Nikki Haley on that whole thing, except for at the end when she really showed her true colors as being for amnesty. I agree that other families want to come to this country. I would too if I was in their country. That they want a new life, that they're good people, that they might be good families, whatever. But she said, but they're not criminals. Now, that's not true. They're lawbreakers the moment they come here. Here she is, where she's got her whole inspiration came from Hillary Clinton. They're trying to bury this clip.
Hillary Clinton is actually the reason. I may not agree with her on a lot of things, but she is actually the reason that I made the jump. And so then I had to figure out whether I was Republican or Democrat. So
the big billionaire money is going behind Nikki Haley, and we, the people, the grassroots common voter, cannot go for Nikki Haley. She's bad news. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And do you see the importance of making sure she gets in third in either of these primaries? Nikki Haley has to be third or worse. I'm Doug in Exile.